Hey, and welcome back to today's pick a card reading. Today we are using the Vintage Wisdom Oracle along with the Fairy Tale Oracle from Lucy Cavendish and one of my favorites now, the Alice in Wonderland deck by Lucy Cavendish as well. So the crystals that you have today to choose from are a Lemurian quartz crystal, my rose quartz skull, and this one is a special one. This one is a smoky quartz with Amazonite actually growing in it and through it, which is pretty cool. I've had this one for a while and it's one of my favorites. So I'll allow you to take a minute to pick which cards you're drawn to, which crystal pile you're drawn to the most. And also the question for today is, what are their thoughts and current feelings for me at this time for either your crush or your current partner or current love interest? Down below in the description there will be timestamps, and let's jump right in, shall we? So I'm going to put these ones to the side. Some of these piles also have more than the others, just so you know. So we're going to start with the Lemurian quartz. I really like the deck, the back of this deck, which is the Fairy Tale Oracle. So we're going to start with the vintage ones and see what we get. So we have centering, and I'm going to try and get that a little closer so you can see the image more. And we have release and nature. For those, we have mortality and becoming braver. And then for the fairy tale, we have the Nixie of Mill Pond, memory, Rapunzel, liberation, the boy and the night girl, balance, and Thumbelina, expectations. That was actually one of my favorite stories when I was a kid, was Thumbelina. So I'm going to take a second here to see what I get from these. Since these are going to be a little bit longer today, because there's a little bit more cards than usual. So with the vintage oracle cards, I feel like you need to release any inhibitions and any previous notions of what you think that your partner may be feeling or thinking, and not really assume so much, which would bring me to the centering card, because you need to come back to centering yourself and to kind of go within and take a deep breath, and maybe going out into nature a little bit. I know we all tell you guys to go outside and get some fresh air. Might actually do you some good, but regardless, if you don't have anywhere to go, like outside, like in the woods or whatever, for a walk, like a nature walk, just go ahead and take a few laps around the block. Just some fresh air, basically, is what I feel from those cards. Excuse me. So from the Alice in Wonderland deck with morality and becoming braver, the morality card reads, life is brief, bright, beautiful, and yours to live. And then the becoming braver card reads resilience, experience, growing stronger, fresh perspective. So that kind of goes really good with the what I said about the release card and letting go of any previous notions and thoughts of what you think they're feeling or whatever, if that makes sense. What else? Sorry, I just need one more second. I'm like, I had what I wanted to say on the tip of my tongue, but it kind of just like, boop, gone. Anyway, so with mortality and becoming braver, you need to have more confidence in yourself and know that you're beautiful inside and out, because I'm drawn to this skull and the eye inside of it and how she is kind of like hiding behind it, and how beautiful she is, because I love the way her lips are and her eyes, the colors in it are just so pretty to me. And the fact that I'm really attracted to the word beautiful. and the fact that you need to become braver kind of tells me you need to feel more self-confident. Because she's kind of like, okay, I don't know what to do with myself. So I'm just going to stand here and be like, okay, wait a minute. Let me see what I need to do. But if you feel yourself feeling like that around them or in front of them, just take a deep breath and just be yourself. Because at the end of the day, that's all that's going to matter that it comes down to. Because if they like you for you, that's what counts. If they don't, then they're not meant for you. So with the fairy tale oracle cards, I have with the Nixie of Mill Pond, memory, liberation, balance, and expectations with Thumbelina, Rapunzel, and the boy and Nightgirl. So these are all fairy tales, and the only one I'm not familiar with is the Nixie of Mill Pond. I've never heard of that. But it gives me, looking at the card, gives me a really nostalgic feeling and thinking about all the things from your past and whatnot. And I feel like you need to let whatever hurt you in the past go, because if you carry that into this new relationship with this person, it's going to have a severe effect, and it's going to throw everything off balance, because you're going to have expectations that aren't, realistic in the meantime. So you have to kind of lower those expectations a little bit, I feel, and to bring yourself into more alignment, which it goes perfectly with the centering yourself as well. So these cards really flow together. So that's what I get from these. But I also get that your partner or your current love interest and crush is really into you, just so you know. You just need to relax and just go with the flow. So for the rose quartz people, we're going to see what we get. Okay, I'm going to start with the vintage cards. We have Union. Ooh, somebody's going to be getting together with somebody. That's what I get right off the bat with that one. Beauty. Know that you're very attractive and you have an honest quality about you, which makes you even more beautiful to this person. And perception. So that goes perfectly with what I just said, because they see you as this sexy, beautiful person who exudes just confidence and someone that they really want to be with, and they're also a soulmate, I feel. And this card screams soulmate to me for some reason with the colors in the background. And I'm not exactly sure why, but we're going to flip over the rest of the cards and see why. So with the Alice in Wonderland deck, we have A Moment's Regret and Manage to be Glad. So Manage to be Glad's card reads, create your own happiness regardless of conditions. And then the A Moment's Regret, nostalgia, idealizing the past, fearing you've made a mistake. So with these two cards, I feel like you need to have a little bit more confidence, even though they think you have a hell of a lot of confidence in yourself. But at the same time, if you take this leap of faith with them too that I get from the Moment's Regret, don't feel like you're going to regret this, because if you hold on to that, then it's not going to go as good as it might. And you're going to hold yourself back, and you're not going to, be able to give yourself 110% or fully or whatever. Let's see. I feel like I should move on to these. So for the Fairy Tale Oracle, we have the Children of Lear voice. What I get mostly from this card, and I hear it very loud and clear, is speak your truth, speak up. Don't hold back. Don't hold your tongue. The White Snake, understanding. And the Goldilocks, entitlement. Okay, so with these cards, I feel like even though you need to speak up and, speak your truth and how you really feel about things and, you know, make really clear boundaries and whatnot if you are, you know, entering a new relationship with this person, or really, you know, brave enough to walk up and be like, hey, I like you. You want to go for a cup of coffee or whatever. Don't come off as being entitled, because nobody owes you anything. And I'm not trying to be mean or anything when I say that. But if you come off cocky, like you're owed something, or like you can go in and take whatever it is you want, that's not the air you want to present. Be the real you. Let the real softer side of you out, and show the understanding side of you, because that's the more beautiful side of you. And I know you can do that. Really like these cards. Really like this one because it has the dragon on. Anyways, we're going to move on to the last one. Smoky quartz with Amazonite. Okay. Running out of space here on my table. Okay. I'm going to move these off real quick. So for the vintage oracle, we have love, gentleness, and reflection. So with these three cards, I get that there's a lot of love in your current relationship, and that this is also a soulmate relationship, and it seems to be the theme of the day with these. And the gentleness and reflection, there seems to be a lot of that too lately today, with showing the softer side of yourself and being more gentle, not just with yourself but with others as well, but mostly towards yourself, because you can be very harsh on yourself while you're reflecting inward about the things you've done in the past, or how things are. Like, say you went and said something to your crush and you're like, oh crap, I shouldn't have said that. That kind of regret and reflection, you need to have a little bit more gentleness with yourself. Don't be so harsh on yourself. So with the Alice in Wonderland cards, we have impossible things, working through disbelief, imaginative leaps, fresh perspective, shine bright like a candle, and I keep wanting to say shine bright like a diamond. I swear to God, every time I see this card, you will make it through this, is what the card reads. And then, let's see, we have forget who you are, conditioning falls away, memory no longer defines you. And then the last one is use your time well, make every moment count. So that kind of goes really well with what I said about the reflection card, with how, like, you may have approached something or said something to them in the past. Take every moment you have with them and treat it as if it's the most precious thing in the world, which I'm pretty sure you would do that anyways naturally. And to forget about who you were in the past. Be who you are now. Show them the real you, because it's going to make you shine bright and shine through, and know that things aren't impossible, and that you can look at things from a different perspective and see things from a different point of view, as long as you are willing to stay present and in the moment with this. Let me see what else I get. I also feel like you're a very expressive person, and that's awesome. So stay that way, because it's one of your most attractive qualities, I find, from them towards you. And they also really, really, really like you as well. If they don't show it, it's because they're really, really shy, and they're not exactly sure how to express themselves. So with the Fairy Tale Oracle, we have Gretel, ingenuity, the Tinderbox Soldier, ambition, and Cinderella, magic. So with these cards, I feel like with the Tinderbox Soldier with ambition, I feel like I'm really attracted to the green. Like, there's some sort of hint of jealousy when there shouldn't be. And, like, you're not able to, like, you're holding yourself back, which is a kind of a good thing with the jealousy thing, but you also need to watch what you say so that you don't say the wrong thing at the wrong time and come off like this over obsessive jealous person, because it's going to really turn them off when they really, really like you. And ingenuity, you're a smart person. You know how to work your magic. You know how to work every angle. And I'm drawn to the time clock as well because of before with what was it? With the use your time well. Maximize your time with them. Every single time you get a chance to be alone with them, say what you gotta say. Be a little bit more expressive. Try and get them to come out of their shell a little bit more, because the more comfortable they feel with you, the better off this will go, and it will flow a little bit more easier for you. And that's what I get for these. So I'm gonna actually pull a Rebel deck card as well before I end this for everybody, like at least a couple of them, because I feel really drawn to do that. So excuse me while I get them out. They most need to know for guidance for each of these cards. I'm going to put the crystals back so that way I can just align them the right way. So for the clear quartz people, what do they most need to know to help them improve their odds of making this relationship come about? And a little bit more deeper. What do they need to do to make this better? And for the smoky quartz, what do they most need to know and be able to do to make everything a little smoother? Alright, so for clear quartz, what the hell are you waiting for? Get that shit done. If you're waiting for a sign, well, here it fucking is. So for me, for the clear quartz people, speak up or forever hold your peace, because if you keep your mouth shut, it's not going to happen. It's just going to pass you right on by, and you really don't want to do that. So go for it. Be out there, be strong, be bold, be confident, as I know you can. So for my rose quartz, get the fuck out of your head. Get in your heart. It misses you. So with this, I feel like for the rose quartz, you guys need to be definitely more softer and stay out of your thoughts, so that way you don't overthink things. And when you're out of your head and in your heart space, things just go way smoother, way better, more loving, more caring, and it brings you guys closer together, I feel. Lightning bolt. Figure shit out on your own. Yeah, okay. So for that, you already know what to do is what I feel. And you already have a plan, so all you have to do is enact that plan. So, thanks for watching, and have a great day.